Welcome to episode 8 of MTB Frame Development. If you are new to this channel or to this video series, our mission is to develop a frame from the first sketch to the ready-to-market product, and we show everything in this video series. So yeah, you can always loop back, find the link above me, and start from the first episode, or you just stay with us and learn today about where we stand and what's new. What are we going to talk about today?
Oh, a lot of things. First of all, we receive all the CNC
Oh
parts
yeah, you want to show them?
Spantek.
Okay, before we continue, we wanted to show you the last step of the lugs at Spantek, which is the quality control. Unfortunately, when we were there, the machine was not running. So they are using a probing system in order to measure the critical dimensions to be sure that they are within the tolerance. So now we can move on with the finished lugs. Enjoy the video.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, here's one for me too. Yeah. So which part is this? Yeah, this also shows directly what's still missing. Obviously, we filled the gap with some ghetto screws and a 3D print.
Yeah, we are just too excited.
So that you can get an idea, and we can also, by the end of the video, probably we will stack together the whole frame because we also have the tubes. But there are some issues. Yeah. So yeah, where do we start? Do we start with the jig, because the jig is basically the next step in the process, and then we can also explain you about the little problems we are facing right now with the carbon tube tolerances.
Yeah,
actually,
sure.
right?
But first of all, what is a jig?
What is a jig? Yeah, a jig is a fixture where you fix all of these little pieces of mountain bike frame, yeah, it helps you to align everything and to know where everything goes, so that you don't have to do it completely random. We are bringing a jig. Basically, we're gonna build it with simple aluminum profiles and 3D printing, and that is gonna help us to fix everything and let the adhesive cure in the correct position. So
Yes.
there are some challenges, right? Maybe we want to talk about the challenges.
Yeah, maybe
What
first
can
of
go
all, why
wrong?
we need a jig and why we are not like...
We can just put it together, plug and
Yes.
play, and be happy with the tolerances. So why do we need it?
Yeah, the main goal is to have something accurate for our geometry and also reproducible, because we want like basically to deliver the same frame all the time.
Exactly. One important thing is that we decided to do is we don't make an adjustable jig. We make an individual jig per frame size, because if you have something adjustable, it's always prone to human error, and somebody just doesn't make the 470 reach, makes a, I don't know, 465 reach, and what happens with the tube is not going to be in the middle with a lot of proper bonding gap, but it starts rotating. So it brings a bigger risk than just having the wrong geometry. It brings the risk of having like a zero bond gap, and that is something we want to avoid at all. Brings us to another interesting point, actually, right? We were thinking how to ensure the bond gap, and one way to do it would be to also add 3D printed supports for the tubes. We decided not to do that because the tubes have kind of big tolerances, right?
Yes.
So the guaranteed tolerance is plus minus like half a millimeter, 0.4. So you can already see here that we had to remove some material. And a little bit later we will talk about that in detail. But what we wanted to talk now is that our idea right now, there's like an idea to add glass balls into the resin to ensure the bond gap. But we probably go to a little bit bigger bond gap, and then the glass balls won't really work anymore. Yes. So our current idea is to add a glass fiber band and wrap it around in a helical movement, wet it out completely, and then put the adhesive also in the bond, and then in the lug.
Yep.
Right? And then mount it, and then let it cure in the fixture. So the idea is to actually assemble the frame freehand and then put it for curing in the fixture, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hope it was complete enough. If
Yes.
there are questions or suggestions,
Let us know.
let us know in the comments, of course. And yeah, if something pops into our mind, you will see it in the next episode. So what are the struggles we are facing right now? It is the tube tolerances. So basically, Compotech is really good at round tubes and extremely good at the inner diameter because they wrap it around the core so they can make a high precision core. So actually having a reverse lug design works extremely well. But we didn't do that for reasons that we can't dive into right now, otherwise the video will explode in length. But yeah, so our down tube is still pretty good, but already a little bit more challenging for them to be made because it is not round anymore. So it's the oval shape that actually causes the problem. And our top tube causes the biggest issues. So that's why we have a lot of sanding done on this one to be even able to stack the first frame together.
Yeah, it's mostly caused by like the flat surface.
Yeah, we can actually sketch that out. It's a little bit the mess that they manufacture it, plus the extra problem of having this tube tapered. So it is a little bit the limitation of the process because they put always the same amount of fiber into it. So here it has to be more resin, and here it has to be a higher fiber concentration actually resulting in this, and you can't really design much against it. So our approach right now is to fine-tune the core, but there is another thing that I wanted to maybe sketch for you that we didn't understand in the beginning. So what's the problem with the current tubes and the manufacturing method? Our top tube is tapered. And that, in combination with the winding process, throws some challenges at us. It's beautiful to have this infinite fiber that you can wind all the way through the tube, but it means that this cross-section is bigger than this cross-section, and that means here is going to be less fiber, more resin, and here is going to be a higher resin concentration probably. That is one difficulty that we are working on right now. The other difficulty is that the taping process always want to bring the tube into a round shape again. I just sketched that really quickly. So basically you have that rectangular shape here. And when you wrap a tape around it, it kind of starts squeezing here a lot. You have a high force here, and here it cannot apply the high force. So it cannot make a flat area here. So resin would start moving from here to this area and always try to get round. It's just like physics, natural. There is pressure somewhere, I want to have the pressure everywhere the same. So we tried to put it under the press and apply here some load to make it into the original shape again, but then it starts wandering back. So this is the process where we see right now as the best option is to fine-tune the mandrel, like the core, and then maybe add some glass fiber and CNC the glass fiber, or in the next step fine-tune the CNC parts a little bit to match the carbon tubes to have the perfect bonding gap. All right, as promised in the beginning of the video, now it's the time to stack together the first frame and give you the first visual impression of what we are so excited about. That sounds good. You got the head tube? I wanted to have the autofocus.
No, it was for the sound.
All right, okay. So this one comes here. And this is our little problem child. And then comes this one. And now comes the C-tube. And okay, yeah. So as you can see, it wouldn't naturally align perfectly. So the fixture jig makes the perfect sense. Of course, we can't just let it be glue like this because it could still be very, very sheaf. But I mean, just look at it. I mean, is that gonna be awesome? Or yeah, I love the project so much. It's gonna be like hard to beat that feeling when we put the whole frame together and ride for the first time.
I can't wait.
I'm so excited. All right, what is the next video about?
Ooh,
Probably.
that's a good question.
I don't know if we dare to glue together the first frame. The thing is, it won't be rideable So maybe we talk about some other aspects. But yeah, next video is gonna be surprise. See you again soon. Bye bye.